Out of the fortress, we're out. We're out! Why we're... How did we end up we're down there, now we're all the way over here? Well, you know, the entrance to the Fortress of Meropide is actually all the way down here, so... I guess that makes sense. Alright. Talk to Lanoire. This is the first time you've ever seen the sky, right? Mr. Teddy, Miss Paimon, do you see any walls? I don't see a wall anywhere around here. Walls? There are no walls here. Then, are the walls somewhere really far away? Catter once told me that if they're too far away to see with your eyes, they'll look like the horizon. Mr. Teddy, Miss Paimon, where are we? By the water. We're in Fontaine. We're on the continent of Tevat. Wow, just those 3 steps of how big the expanse of space really is to somebody who has just only been within the confines of a small area their whole life. The continent of Tevat? Is it just like the Fortress of Meropide? I can't see its walls anywhere. That must make it a really, really big fortress, right? It's actually nothing like a fortress. That thing up in the sky must be the moon, right? If it were the sun, it would probably hurt my eyes like the evil sorcerer's magic. Even more than that, even. All around me are things I've never seen before, and things I've only seen in books. Mr. Teddy, Miss Paimon, let's go on another adventure. Catter was right. Adventuring outside is way more fun than in Meropide. That's right. The world outside is so vast, and it's one of those things, you know, kind of take for granted until you see from the perspective of somebody who's never seen the world before. Oh, I really envy the two of you. Lanoire? For some reason, I just really noticed Caterpillar's hand again. Let's discuss adventuring later. We really should find your family first. Freeze, all of you. Where do you think you're going? Also, what's with that little girl? The evil sorcerer found us. What business is it of yours? Oh no, we're gonna have the whole villain monologue. And he's gonna say he's in the right and we're wrong and blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna challenge you to a fight just because I'm right. And when I'm right, that means I'm gonna win by default in a physical fight against the traveler because that's the greatest idea. All right, let's just see if that goes exactly as I just said. What business is it of yours? Weren't you on leave? Patrolling with a guard or making your off hours won't get you promoted, you know. I came back as soon as I received the report. Have you gotten yourself mixed up with them? You're making a grave mistake, Estienne. Well, on the contrary, let me flip this with you. You don't even know who this little girl is. And if you had helped her get documentation, she might actually have been able to get out of here legally, because with documentation, everybody would realize she's not supposed to be there in the first place. You see how your bureaucracy has failed now? And therefore, we have to do stuff like this. But go off, let's see. Actually, I think you'll find them rectifying a mistake and saving everyone a lot of paperwork. Miss Monglon might even invite me to dinner as thanks. No, they're criminals. Even if their papers with serial numbers on them are missing, they're still criminals. A little girl like this is a criminal? Are you out of your mind? I'm perfectly sane. Anyone can be a criminal. Little girls are no exception. This guy's scary. This guy's clearly lost his mind, because that's not a rational thought that he has there. Whatever other places you have, I must escort you back now. How about you go back first and take some time to think it over? You've already dug yourself out. Blah, blah, blah. Separately question. There's no way out of this. There's quite a few ways. If the garden mix gets scrapped in the process. Yeah, that's right. You mean? There's a beetle there. Okay, there's a beetle there. Well, as I said, I think this guy is making a mistake. Do you know how many, the sheer number of quests and enemies we've taken down? Just like these. Oh no. You vermin scum of a guard. So I accept your punishment. Look. It's only because I have like 3 sub DPS and then main. And no... Oh, I guess I can heal a Farina. I don't have any healing, defense, or anything. That's the only reason why Wanderer died. Meanwhile, look what happened to you guys. Caterpillar? Wait. Uh-oh. Why are you becoming taller? Oh. Wait, you're a hilly churl. What? The time for magic has ended. Monster. It's just like he said, you're a monster wearing a human form. Caterpillar's a hilly churl? Is this an illusion? Hey, you know, he never denied it, so I guess we... That makes sense, the immortality, because the hilly churls are immortal because they were cursed from being from Conria or something. There's just no end. You know, you looked way bigger in the cutscene, but... Uh-oh, Nita. Right, sorry. I might pay the price for having a not good strategy team. This is a good team for just annihilating enemies, but I really should have taken advantage of healing. But it's not gonna matter. That might be me being a little bit too cocky, but no. Look, what do I say? What can I say? Good heavens, I'm your colleague. You're not even thinking of taking me in too? Since you're throwing your lot in with them, you deserve the same punishment. Connor, Mr. Teddy, why are you punishing a child? What's wrong with you? Gardemek simply gets scratched, but even if you are monsters, you can still feel pain, right? Is this hilly child really Caterpillar? Paimon can't wrap her head around this. Miss Paimon, how can you not recognize him? That's Catter. I'm a monster in human skin. A monster. I never imagined such a monster who even existed in the fortress. A hilly troll that can talk. Who would have thought? Well, dude, you really haven't seen enough in your life yet. You know we've seen a lot, and this is not even the first hilly troll who can talk that we've met so far and befriended. How'd you manage to pull the wool over everyone's eyes? What sorcery could have allowed this? Blah, blah, blah. We pretending to be human. Dangerous. Well, hilly trolls aren't human. Anyway, I'm guilty, but she hasn't done anything wrong. She shouldn't be here. You won't find her name on any sentencing documents. She's innocent. She only ended up stuck in the fortress due to a few mishaps. Can we just, like, you know, send this guy back? Like, we can take out this guy easily. Why are we still here talking with him? I'll return to the fortress with you, but have Estienne take her back home. Catter? The monster actually wants to make a deal with me. I do indeed. Let her go home. As far as the fortress of Meropide is concerned, she never existed in the first place. Her absence will not be felt. But catching a monster like me should be a big deal, no? Fontaine hasn't seen a monster like me for several centuries now. I beg to differ. I've seen several hilly trolls, including the ones that have, like, the cool powers like you walking around. But anyway, if you pass up this opportunity, I'll put my human skin back on and slip away into the crowd. You'll never get a chance like this again. You're right. I've never seen her in the fortress before. She's completely irrelevant. Ouch. This guy is a lunatic. Why do you want to hurt the little girl? What is your deal, dude? And also, Caterpillar is way bigger of a hilly troll than any of the other hilly trolls. He's actually way bigger than he was just now when he's helping us fight. Anyway, you're too dangerous. I can't risk letting an evil monster like you get away. But here's the thing, dude, is you also should realize you should just let him get away, because he can actually probably get out whenever he wants. It's just a matter of biding time, because, you know what? He seems more, not that, I mean, yeah, you needed Estienne's help to actually get to the surface, but something tells me that this is the kind of person who's more in the fortress because they want to be in there, not because you're keeping him in there. I get the sense that if he didn't want to be in here, he wouldn't be. We have a deal. You'll return to the fortress of Meropide and the girl can leave. You would achieve your goal. You might as well take it. The guilty return to where they should be, and Lanoire returns to her family's side. Everything on the right track, as it should be. He is someone who follows the rules. This is also in accordance with the rules. The rules would probably state that Lanoire should have been returned to the custody of her family at an earlier age, but I mean, I guess this is one way to work around that. I've caught you now, blah blah blah. Introduced. Ooh, actually, we could deal with a monster, can I? Alright, fine. Let's take him out then. I won't be fooled again. Your documents are missing, then you'll stay in the fortress of Meropide for the rest of your lives. You have no way to bypass a trial. Yeah, we have friends in higher places, you know. If you want to emphasize that in your own written appeal, be my guest. Until then, you don't have a choice. What? Why aren't we gonna fight him? We literally fought him a ton just now. Welcome back. No, I just filled out appeal forms for you already, but you should stay out of trouble until the final decision has been made. More specifically, do not rile him up. I thought I was getting a coworker who knew what he was doing so I could be less stressed. But it turns out I've only gotten busier since he arrived. I really want to take a vacation in Nautilon. I'm gonna go to Nautilon too. Hey, this is not the time for chit-chat. I'm just wondering how Lanoire and the others are doing. They're being kept under strict watch now. If you don't want the same treatment, then follow the rules. Gosh, that bugs me so much that he would try to... Because you know what, there's... When kids commit crimes, they usually go to a different prison than adults. And furthermore, this girl is young enough that she shouldn't even be able to be assigned criminal responsibility to anything. So the fact of the matter is, this guy has actually thrown his so-called logic and rules all out the window. None of it makes any sense whatsoever. Alright, dude, thanks for helping us out back there. It's you! Indeed, it's me. Noise would probably call it atoning for my sins, but I've gotten seniority, so he doesn't get to order me around. What are you doing here? Atoning for my sins, what else? Why does Paimon get the feeling that you aren't the least bit surprised? Did you already know caterpillars? Do you know his true identity? I only knew that he'd been in here a long time. Longer than any of us. As for the rest, is it really any of it really important? He looks like a human, and he talks like one too. What can I say? I like chatting with him. Maybe appearances matter more to me than what's on the inside. That's understandable. In any case, if you're looking for Caterpillar, he's inside. What about Lanoire? Is she in there with him? She was taken to go fill in some registration forms. But don't worry, she'll be back soon. You know what? They should have just gotten her to fill out the forms originally. Before this other guard got hired and is making a mess out of everybody here. They would probably realize she slipped through the cracks if we'd gotten started on this process a little earlier. And she'd probably already be returned to her family. Like, this is pretty bad. What's going on with him? Let's go in. Hello there, Caterpillar. So, like I said, you're not the first hilly churl that we've been able to speak to before. We know that the hilly churls are like people from Conria who are not like ethnically from there. They got turned into the hilly churls, and the Conrians remained in human form. But either way, you all get immortality and are suffering from living too long over the crushing weight of all of that. Tell us a little bit more, because, you know, we've kind of been through a lot together, you know. I'm sorry for dragging the two of you into this. My plan to get Lanoire home to her family, then return on my own. My plan was to get Lanoire home to her family, and then return on my own. But it looks like that plan was a complete failure. Well, it's not your fault. I mean, you've worked hard to win the trust of others. If it wasn't for basically all the people who helped you with getting the coupons, and then SDN about getting us out, I mean, like I said, it was just bad luck. And I don't want to be premature, but something tells me we're gonna get a second shot at this. There's a lot I want to ask you. I imagine so. You really are a caterpillar, right? I am. Then, you're a hilly churl? I am. But... That's not true. We don't know, Paimon. We literally met, like, Kari Bear and, like, other... You know what, never mind. Paimon doesn't know what's real anymore. You said before that you looked at this because you got sick, after all. Everyone has things they'd rather not tell anyone. And you're also so good to Lanoire, and she trusts you too. But you're not human at all. If you're a hilly churl... Paimon, I think you're throwing a ton of stereotypes onto Caterpillar based on appearances right now. When A, we've gotten to know Caterpillar, and B, we've gotten to know other hilly churls. And we know that the stereotypes you just kind of threw at him do not always line up. Then you can't trust me. Oh, well, I want the answers to the questions Noise asked before. I'll answer all your questions truthfully. Okay, when did you come to the Fortress of Meropide? Over 400 years ago. 400 years ago? And you said you've been here for a long time. Paimon thought you meant something like 3 to 5 years. Why 3 to 5 years when some people down here have life sentences? Some people have been down here for decades and they're not immortal, Paimon. I think you kind of set your standards a little too low. But, I mean, look at this. Look, did you think, like... Okay, maybe it's because I had the expectation that Caterpillar was immortal all along. I figured it's been the hundreds to thousands range, but I don't think thousands range because I don't think the Fortress of Meropide was built then. But the hundreds range, you know. But 400 years is like several generations, isn't it? Oh, right, you're a hilly churl. What was your crime? If you're interested in history... I was a member of the Narcissan Cruz Ordo. I was found guilty of being accessory to the Master's scheme. The prophecy of the apocalypse... My master believed that he could stop this future of destruction from coming to pass. We did much to prepare for this. It was a powerful magic and also an evil plan. But perhaps none of this is important now. The plan failed and the Narcissan Cruz Ordo has essentially ceased to exist. Whether Fontaine is destroyed or not, it no longer has anything to do with me. Okay, just who is this master you spoke of? Narcissan Cruz, a powerful mage. He taught me human speech and granted me memory and intelligence. Was there really who could do something like that? But your appearance aside, you really do seem like an ordinary human. Though many details of the past have faded into memory, I remember this very well. This is a very, very long time ago. I couldn't change how I appeared to others at will then. Many humans, some in finery, others in rags, some with curiosity, others with disdain, would all ask similar questions. Can hilichurls really talk? Are hilichurls really capable of intelligence? My master raised the holy blade of Narcissan Cruz high. It was a ceremonial sword, so the blade wasn't sharp, but it still glistened in the sunlight. Behold, he said, even a hideous monster such as this can attain wisdom and redemption through my power as the incarnation of Narcissan Cruz. I was one of his creations, and as a testament to Narcissan Cruz's power, I once wielded a blade for the Ordo. But the sacred sword evidently couldn't save my master from a fate of failure and ruin, and the mystical magical weapon no longer exists. And there will be no more monsters in human skin like me. Why do you want to help Lanoire? Because of compassion. Humanity might be unattainable for me, but at the very least I can imitate it. Just like how I learned to change how I appear to others. Paimon doesn't get it. Paimon, you sometimes are a little bit too simple-minded. Teddy, Paimon, you both innately possess kindness and benevolence. Because of this, you don't need to think twice about helping others. You simply do. If you look at their outcomes alone, plenty of actions are indistinguishable from each other. We all agree that Lanoire shouldn't stay in the Fortress of Meropide and that she should return to her family, so we chose to help her. Your actions come from an innate benevolence that doesn't require excessive consideration or calculation. For me, however, it is because by doing so, I'll be more like a human. Funny, isn't it? I'll never truly become human, yet I can't stop mimicking human behavior. It's like atonement. As far as the human laws is concerned, I've long since atoned for my sins. But what would a true human do? They would never forgive themselves for the mistakes they made, the harm they caused, and the people or things they failed to save. So my sins can never be absolved and I'll forever be my own prisoner. A little bit like Wanderer, but I feel like I'm missing a lot of context for this backstory, but I get it. Another story of something happening around the time of the Cataclysm. I see. Well, this would be after that, because the Hilly Trails came about after that. Why can't the Hilly Trails, speak? The thing is, we know from the Caribera Archon quest, the Hilly Trails are just humans that were cursed with becoming Hilly Trails. And I think part of that curse is that they somewhat lose their humanity. And yet you see examples of, say, like, the Hilly Trails have their own language. You see them, with their own civilizations. Like, sometimes you see them with farms, like, working together, like to corral animals. You see them relaxing under trees and spending time with each other. I mean, some of those things, while very primitive, are still very humanoid behaviors. And sure, it's enough that most people probably cannot distinguish them greatly from humans. I mean, they're not very humanoid at all. I mean, you just kind of get to wondering, from the experience of Hilly Trails that we've met and talked to, like, what is life like? I mean, I guess part of it is also they don't remember being human before becoming Hilly Trails, right? Even with Caterpillar, it seems like he only remembers, being a Hilly Trail and not having the same amount of compassion or intelligence that he has now. And I suppose that if it's true that the Hilly Trails were once human, that previous humanity has been wiped away from them as part of their curse. I don't know, it's just really interesting to kind of think about it. But it's true, we all agree that Lanoire should not be in there. And, it's... I don't understand why that other guard is completely forgoing common sense. Whatever. It sounds like we'll probably get him next time. I'll bring Lanoire back to her family. Huh? But forget about getting out of the fortress. We can't even get past this door. I made a promise to her, so I have to fulfill it. She shouldn't stay here any longer, especially not by my side. The geode mine shaft. It's a dangerous route, but it's feasible. That's right. The other guy was like, oh, you didn't hear me talk about the escape route down there. Nothing to see. The geode mine shaft? That's right. Glennis said that there should be... Kalnation said there's an opening that leads outside. So the guards asked him to install a locking mechanism like the one at the Rift of Erosion there. He also said something about having prepared a surprise. Yikes, there's no way that's anything good. Are you sure you want to go from there? Paimon seems to remember that the research terminal there has to be operated by 2 people at the same time. Paimon, we're 2 people. You go press one lever, and I press the other lever, and we're good. And Lanaire's so small, so Paimon thinks, but you can fly, Paimon. Why don't we help them? I do innately possess kindness after all. Okay. I have a few more questions about the Ordo as well. I think there are other places better suited to discussing the history than Narcissus Crew's Ordo. Somewhere that isn't the Fortress of Meropide, for example. And we'll just have to wait until after Lanoire is reunited with her family. Before any of that, we need to think of a way out of here. And we need to meet back up with Lanoire. Estienne will help us open the door, but there's a limit to how much he can help us. He should be the entrance, right? Let's go ask him. Once again, I think I'm missing the lore. But ask the guards first. Okay. The nice sorcerers! You have to help us out, please. Should we try knocking? I'm going somewhere. Huh? You're not Estienne. He had something to do, so he asked me to cover for him. When are people finally going to get it into their heads that I have my own work to do, too? Oh, but then can we leave? You can, but it's dangerous out there. Well, how dangerous, you say? About as dangerous as the mental state of the new guard, I'd say. Yeah, okay, as long as at least everybody here, not just us, but the other inmates and the other guards, and pretty much everyone else here can all agree that the new guy kind of does not have the right state of mind to be doing this work. At least there's consensus. He really is a lunatic. I had no idea that there were so many Gardamex on the move. Not only that, people actually approve of his methods. Not that I know how serious those people are. Yeah, no, I think they're just afraid that he's gonna come after them if they don't support him. If you don't want to go, you'd better be prepared. I mean, it'd be best if you didn't come back again. But Lanoire's not back yet. I'm here. Monsieur Meropide just brought me back. Then there's no time to lose. Lanoire, I know we lost the last game to the evil sorcerer, but are you ready for a new challenge? A new game? You mean a new adventure? I'm ready. We can't let the evil sorcerer catch us again. Looks like they're all good. Are you ready then? Also, Caterpillar, if you're planning on coming back here, we could just go take Lanoire. Like I said, me and Paimon can do the 2-person gate. And you trust us to do that, right? But it's dangerous for you to come with us. But at the same time, if it was the protagonist and somebody said the protagonist is dangerous if you come with us, when has that ever stopped them? So I guess let's all go together. Let's do it. Thanks for your help. I've done a lot of talking. My voice is getting very, very sore now. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, where are we? Go to the abandoned production zone without being noticed. What is this? Like a final boss fight? Okay. Or a stealth challenge? If it's a stealth challenge, there's pretty much nowhere for us to go to hide. This feels completely different from before. Is this really necessary to use this just to deal with 4 kids? I'll protect you, Miss Paimon. Miss Paimon, don't be afraid of the hexes of those wicked sorcerers. I'll stop them for you. Doesn't that mean they got Lanoire? No, we don't want them to get you. Could it be the one that Glennis fixed before? Maybe it'll be useful. Use the searchlight. How do I use it to draw away the guards? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Oh, this one. Whoa, who did that? Uh-oh, someone's behind. Someone can see us. No. Let's just move. Okay. Go. Thank you. Thank you for fixing the light. Okay. Now, the mine shaft was the northeastern one. I still remember that. I still remember it's the north. Okay, we gotta figure out how to operate it. An eye for an eye. Oh my gosh, an eye for an eye. So we have the guard who's out of his mind. Okay, well, there's a lot of Archeum down here. And we have Rave who has some sort of, past grievance with Caterpillar, come on. Stop looking at me. Don't look at me, please. I think we have Farina. Oh, come on. Why is it not working? Sorry, I thought with all the Numa and Osea around, we're supposed to try to knock the guards out, in which case I just use Farina, but it seems that's not the case. Okay. Not the case at all. Uh-oh. Doggo, you don't see anything. Okay, the water really was the way to go. Okay, there is another guard over there. I don't believe that you don't see me. There's a Rochelle loudspeaker over there. We use it to make some noise. Maybe we'll draw their attention. Okay, it's probably not working. We gotta go to the terminal and move the power over. Also, It's really cool that Farina gets the Numa and Osea powers. But I feel like Neuvillette should have them both as well. Since, you know, he's like the dragon and everything. But I think it's cool that Farina gets it because, you know, that's sort of like her reward for her hard work in the clan. Aww, Syrian Tanda Shabalna. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't get stuck on the fence. I was like, okay. Jeez, I had it. I literally had it. And then it's just stuck on the fence. I'm like, no, he's gonna see us now. Okay, make sure the doggo has left. The doggo is over there. Okay. But I love that she could just do this. Great. Come on. Safety first in the production zone. Enjoy your work and get home safely. Well, you don't get to go home. Home is where your family is, and
Squall Fury.
probably not in the right place. Okay, go, go, go. Okay, we made it. A geode mine shaft. It was northeast, I remember, but thankfully there's an instruction manual just in case we need it. Feels different from before. It better be, because last time it wasn't set up in a way that I think... Oh no, there's 3 gears this time. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, this, 2 more turns, 2 more turns. Look, Farina just sitting there. She has her snacks. See, we got snacks down here. Is that correct? That is the mine shaft, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. See, I remember. I remember stuff. Okay, I need to get a gear. Wait, is there treasure in here? One of them has a treasure, and I need to find out which one. Because I looked at one of the cameras in one time. There's treasure somewhere. Okay. The one that's sticking out. This one can be taken out. Let's see. I don't think it's in this room, but... Okay, I'm not sure what these cameras are really supposed to do. You do that, put this in place, run it. I can't see, there's so much blue glow. Okay, here we go. I feel this time pressure because we're trying to run away from this guy who's intent on basically just locking everybody up in prison forever, basically. Okay, is there actually a door here? There is. Good. It's so different from the inside of the fortress, where there's no traces of human buildings at all. Oh my gosh, I finally got the last waypoint. It's like, I have to do this quest because... Okay. Oh, discover Caterpillar's true identity. Okay, you got that. But this one! We finally got all the teleport waypoints! Alright, let's see. Do people really work in a place like this? Hey, they were prisoners. I guess they weren't really treated all that well. Oh yeah, there was a beetle up on the surface and we got arrested before we could take it. We could grab it. But that's okay, we can get lots of beetles here now. Geode mine shaft. And you know, seeing as how easy it was for us to come down here, like I was saying, Caterpillar seems like definitely is one of those people. He's in prison at this point because he believes he needs to be there, not because the prison is actually doing anything to confine him. Look how easy it was for us to make our escape this way. Well, look at all the crystals. It's the crystals that I was talking about, and we've seen these before, but not this much. Oh, there's only little pieces in it.
Is this the geode mineshaft? Paimon's heard of it before, but it's a little different than she imagined. Whoa! What pretty rocks! Are all of these gems?
Technically, yeah. It's Archeum. Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry, I forgot. This is what the Archeum looks like. Archeum mining operation stopped after the Fontaine Research Institute accident.
Maybe we should keep our distance then. So there really is a research terminal here. Is that a note next to it? Could Glennis left it here? Let's see what it says.
This locking mechanism can only be opened by 2 people simultaneously. The energy storage unit has been removed from the front research terminal. Okay, well, I already see the battery lying over there. The geode mine shaft has been equipped with flying energy thief. Are those the little gems that I see floating around in the background there? Initializing the front research terminal with an energy source device is not advised unless protective measures have been taken. The flying energy thief is a child product that has not undergone internal or peer review. It will pursue any entity carrying an energy storage device and disable said device. Loss of control or explosions occurring during the trial. Okay, so let's just see. The blue parts are, there's the energy storage unit, which we've seen. And the flying energy thief will pursue any entity carrying an energy storage device and disable said device. But it doesn't seem to be disabling the thing that's just lying there. So it's only when we have it, like we're some kind of conductor. Okay. It's strong advice not to leave from here. Work in this production zone is arduous, but at least it's not life-threatening. Turn back now. If there's anything about the Fortress of Meropide you're unsatisfied with, please see Miss Monglana and fill out a survey.
Is this a surprise Glennis is talking about? More like a shock. To activate this research terminal, we'll need a mobile energy storage device. But once we have one, we'll get chased by some sort of flying energy thief. Looks like we'll just have to beat this energy thief in a race.
But flying is faster than running. Well, we have Wanderer. So, you know, flying against flying, we might be able to do something about that. I'd like to go ahead and give Clintus a beating. Hey, you know what? Clintus is not actually the one we want to fight. We need to fight, the guard. We need to teach him a lesson. I mean, who do we I guess Risley, who do we report him to? Like, there's gotta be some disciplinary measure of which his conduct falls under requiring. There's gotta be something. Okay. Oh, sorry, I picked the wrong one. I was gonna pick the other one. We can't blame him. Yeah, I agree. We can't blame him everything.
Alright, let's leave this terminal to Caterpillar and Lanoire. We'll take care of the rest.
Oh, I see. There's 2 batteries. So this one's a short distance, the one on the right, and the one on the left, we gotta run for it. Be careful. This is one of the security measures set up inside the geode mine shaft. It will actively pursue entities carrying storage devices and will use small yield explosions to disable those storage devices. Do anything that is not holding onto a storage device, however, they pose no threat at all and appear to be no more than pretty little balls. But they are beautiful. Okay, let's see. This is kind of cool. Oh, this one already has a battery, that's why. I understand now. Okay, oh, there's 3 batteries. Okay, like I said, we can fly.
Behold.
Oh, there's a wall. Oh, no. It's a maze. Oh, how many of these do I have now? I need like 7 of these, right? I need 7. Where is it? I need 7. Oh, I have 5. Oh my gosh, these things are so cute.
It seems like nothing happened.
Okay. Okay. No, that one seems to be okay, this one seems to be
Quit following
easiest to get to. We're gonna go for that first. And like I said, We also can fly. Oh, I thought the wall went up around me, but no, it's just the battery.
The wind rises.
No.
Quit following me.
They're all ganging up on me. Did I get it? I got it. Okay. Break seal. Okay, good. Where's the next one? Like, what sort of maze do we need to go for? I'm betting once this challenge is over, all these extra walls are gonna come down. It's gonna be a lot easier. I say. Oh, this wall already did come down. The one that was here before. Oh, let's go. Okay, go. I can even see it from here.
Behold.
I can just fly over them. That's so awesome. Do you see it was coming after us too? Good thing we did that in nick of time. Okay, the walls are gone. I assume we can actually just kind of go straight for it now. Let's go.
Quit Squall Fury.
Wait, how do I get over there? Come on. We can't go over that? Uh-oh.
Quit following me.
Uh-oh. Yes. Okay. Well, that's why we have Wonder.
Can you hear Paimon? I can hear you. Let's count down from 3 and turn them on. 3, 2, 1. Lanoire, Caterpillar, get over here. The way out is clear. Okay, come on, Catter, faster. Huh? Why is it off again?
Probably because the bad guys are here to corner us because there's water and they're like, haha, you can't get through the water.
Maybe. Should we go back and take a look then?
No, I know it's this guy. Esteemed guests, all right, go ahead. Do your monologue. Okay, that was literally a villain monologue there. Oh, we can fight you? You've made a huge mistake, bro. I am so sorry to say. You didn't bring your fancy robots, you just came here yourself? I mean, look. He's just a monster, why would you help him? You're the real monster here.
Why would you call him that, evil sorcerer? Ever since Mother left Meropide, Catter's been really nice to me. He's never lied to me. There are other nice people here too, but none of them are as kind as Catter. He tells me all kinds of stories and listens to mine too. I won't let you call him a monster.
There's no such thing as good or evil here. That's right. That's what we've learned sort of here. Good, bad, it's all redemption down here.
Estienne, what are you doing here?
You're late. So sorry about that. No, it's okay, dude. Better late than never. It took me quite some time to retrieve those garter mechs you utilized without authorization. Well done. You didn't just break the rules, but you also violated regulations. Ooh, look at you now. Look at so much for all those rules he thought that he was following. You've been caught red-handed, breaking all of them just to brutalize everybody here. Now it's your turn to accept your punishment. You're coming back with me. There you go. There's always some kind of disciplinary action. Like I said, as for you guys, if you want to leave, this is your last chance. With all the fuss he's been making, who knows what will happen later. Of course, it's also possible that nothing will happen at all. Thank you. If you really want to thank me, don't come back again. Understood. We got the message. We got it here.
Paimon guesses we can go now. We really should be in the clear, right? Let's get a move on before we run into any more surprises. We're leaving Meropide again? Will we ever come back?
We'll use the front door next time. Yeah.
Going through the regular channels is safer.
I mean, hopefully we can help get you your documentation once we've reunited you with your family. And, you know, especially with being able to, you know, just have some sort of identity. It'll be much easier to go in and out of places.
Well then, goodbye, Meropide.
Goodbye, Meropide, indeed.
Too slow.
And once again, so glad we were able to get out. Now, this is probably the first time Lanoire has ever had to swim. But, you know, first time for everything. kiddo. This is probably not an easy swim, but by all means, whatever it takes. Leave the fortress of Meropide. We're doing it. We're gonna be free. We probably gave her a diving helmet before we did this. Awesome. Oh, we're gonna get out of here. Well, I mean, we could just get out of here, but it's amazing because this time Lanoire will be free. And, you know, legally she should have never been down there in the first place. So, this is what she deserves. This is the freedom that she always should have had.
We're finally out. The air is so fresh. Lanoire's family lives at the foot of the mountains to the southeast in a mansion with a garden full of purple flowers. There's something else I want to talk about, but let's wait until we're closer.
Okay, we're quite a far ways away. We did a quest here once before, remember? It's a guy with the dogs. His daughter's dogs he has to take care of. Maybe those are her maybe those are Lanoire's relatives. I see slimes in your garden. Oh no, I think you're the neighbor. That was that house. This is a different house. Oh, look at these beautiful roses. I'm sorry, I didn't pick them all. But they will grow back.
Look, that's your real home over there. It's just like Agnes described, at the breezy foothills of a mountain upon a flowery field of grass. That's it? It's just like Mom said. Teddy, Paimon, why don't you take Lanoire there? What about you, Catter? Aren't you coming with us?
I'm feeling pretty tired, so I'll rest up here for a while. I'll catch up with you later.
Then I'll stay with you. Once you're all rested, we can go together.
Lanoire, I think we should let Catter rest while we go over there, because I don't really think Catter wants to scare your family, who might not be as open-minded about it as you.
It's a shame Bran and Mr. Wolseley aren't here too. I kind of want to go back.
Hang on, you gotta. I know change is hard. Change is hard to get, especially since you've had it one way your whole life. But give life out here a shot. Maybe your family, your biological family, won't be as accepting. Maybe they will be. If they are, that would be wonderful. And if they aren't, good thing you have other friends out here who are gonna help you get through this. And we're gonna help you as you start off here.
Back where? Back to Meropide, of course.
Going back now probably wouldn't be a good idea.
That's right, getting out of here wasn't easy. Plus, if we go back now, Paimon thinks it'll be bad news for Estienne and the others. Don't you want to go back to your real home, Lanoire? Look, you can see it from here. We just have to go over there and we'll reach the end of our adventure. And speaking of which, Paimon thinks we've met your family before. Now that she thinks about it, a lot of the details add up.
Oh, that's right, the dogs. So this is the same family with the dogs.
Erncha's tossed ragu is so tasty. You're gonna love it, Lanoire.
It's just like Agnes said. Look, Lanoire, there's nothing to worry about. Go home. I know Earnshaw will take good care of you.
Will you go with me then, Canner, after you rested?
Lanoire. Lanoire, everyone has somewhere they should return to. You should go back to your real home, and I have somewhere I should go too.
Then will we see each other again? At the end of the story, the characters in it all disappear. I don't think they see each other again.
But, Lanoire, you know how to write your own story. And if you can write your own story with the happiest ending, of course you can write a story where you will meet again. Of course we will. Your adventure's only just beginning. There's still a whole wide world out there for you to explore. This is just a temporary goodbye. We'll see each other again.
Really? Really? I know you've never lied to me before, but
let me tell you a story, Lanoire. Long, long ago, there was a mage's apprentice. He was a dim-witted apprentice, so it took him far more time than others to learn the language of magic. But his teacher, who was an amazing mage, wasn't the least bit concerned. On the contrary, he heaped praise on his apprentice's progress and even entrusted him with important tasks. The apprentice never doubted his teacher's instructions. After all, he was a great mage who taught him the language of magic. The mage had a basin in his workshop. Actually, you could call it a little fishbowl, as he kept little fish in it. One day, the little fish called out to the apprentice, "Hey, you over there, nitwit, help me out." That's not nice. The apprentice was taken aback. Apart from the great mage, nobody, or no creature even, would make conversation with him like that. So this piqued his curiosity, and he asked how he could help. As it turned out, this little fish used to live in the vast and boundless sea. By being brought here, it had been separated from its family. It had tried to ask others for help, but none had responded to it. "I'd like to bring you home, but my teacher has forbidden me from going out," the apprentice said. Hearing this, the little fish swam crestfallen to the other side of the basin, saying nothing further to the apprentice. Then, one day, the apprentice discovered that the little fish was no longer in the basin. Who took it away? Did they bring it home? The apprentice couldn't help but wonder. Without the little fish, the basin was now completely empty. Just what sort of place was the vast and boundless sea? Before he realized it, the apprentice's thoughts had drifted to the world outside the workshop. And then what? I bet the mage's apprentice leaves the workshop. But the little fish, did it go back to its home? The sea, that's a place with lots and lots of water, right? Does the apprentice find it? I'll tell you the rest of the story next time. Aww. I think, Lanoire, that's your cue to make sure the story continues to be written. Only listening to my stories can't be that much fun. The next time we meet, if you don't want to hear my stories anymore, you could tell me some of the stories you hear from Earnshaw. I think you'll have many stories you'd like to share with you. Well, then, the next time we meet, I'll be sure to have lots and lots of amazing stories to tell you. I look forward to hearing them too. For now, it's time you go home, Lanoire. This goodbye is only temporary. We'll see each other again. Okay, then, until next time, Catter. Mr. Teddy, Miss Paimon, let's go. Oh. Please take Lanoire home. I, for one, hope that we meet again. Because, you seem very interesting. Very interesting friend. Yes, I remember this house with the dogs. Wrangling the dogs through the maze. Combat? That's not real combat, bro. Excuse me, sir. You seem to have some pests in your garden. Oh, what are you kids doing here? And this young lady is... strange. She looks rather like... Together with Paimon, you describe to Earnshaw what you heard about Agnes from Caterpillar. As you speak, Lanoire supplements the tale with a few childish words of her own. So that's what happened. That silly girl's already. Oh, Mother's not in Meropide. Is she not here either? Yeah, she didn't like it here, so she left and never returned. Why? This place is full of things she likes. I recognized Prince, Princess, and Hero as soon as I saw them. Oh, that's why she used to talk with the Prince, Princess, and Hero, because that's her mother's dogs that she left behind in the garden with all the purple flowers. Oh. Well, those doggos seem very, very cute, and I'm sure they would adore having a little girl as a friend to play with them all day. Mom said that she was always very quick to change her mind, and she pestered her dad, Grandpa, for ages until he finally agreed to get her puppies. She really liked dressing them up, but soon she had something else she became even more fond of, so she didn't get to watch them grow up. Why won't she come back? If she doesn't come back soon, I'm gonna grow up as well. She'll come back and see you grow up. I think that message is implied, so... So is this place going to be my home from now on? That's right, child. This place is your home now. Okay. I smell a tasse ragout. You could eat as much as you like. I'm back in my home now. This way I think Catter will be happy too. Catter, is he the one who took care of her? If it's alright, could you invite him to rest a while here at the cabin? He's got other things to take care of. That's right. He knows a lot, so lots of people go to him for help. Is that so? Well, that's a pity. Could you help me get the message to him then? No matter when, he will always be welcome here with open arms. If you ever get the chance, invite him over to be our guest.
Yeah, we'll tell him. Sure thing, leave it to us. Kater and I agreed that the next time we meet, I'm going to tell many great stories to him.
Well, looks like we've got a lot of awesome stories to prepare then. We can't be sharing stories with him that are at least 100 times more incredible than his.
Okay, 100 times. Even Kater will be surprised.
We can reminisce about the old days while we drink tea and even enjoy some snacks.
You're finally back in your real home, Lanoire. You must be tired. We'll leave it to you. We'll leave you to it for now. Mr. Teddy, Miss Paimon, are you guys leaving too?
We've got our own adventures to go on, but we will come back. I promise you.
Okay then, when I grow a little older, can we go on adventures together? Oh, and Kater can come along too.
You know what? Sure. Let's do that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Teddy and Miss Paimon. See you guys later.
You guys are leaving now? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Safe journeys.
Oh, that's actually so lovely.
She gets to go home to a loving family, or at least her grandpa seems to, be very happy to have her here. These doggos, I'm sure, these poodles will be very, very, very happy to have somebody else to hang out with. You should get some rest too. About Lanoire. That child, she's just like her mother, spirited and independent. Children grow up so quickly. What can I say? I just hope that she lives the life she wants. Health and happiness are more important than anything else.
Oh, see, that's good. I'm glad that she gets to,
I'm glad that she's out here and she can see the starry sky. Oh, Kater, you're still here. You're still here. Okay. Gotta get the daily rewards. Oh, we played so much today. Let's see. Oh, you're back in child form. Oh my gosh. Once again, I said this is not a real fight here. You're human again. I mean, technically speaking, the hilly trails are already human.
Caterpillar, wouldn't it be great to meet Grandpa Earnshaw and Lanoire right now? Are you sure about this?
She's returned to a normal world with her real family. For her, I'd say things couldn't have ended any better. As for me, she'll forget about me in no time. I doubt that. I think you're one of those people she's gonna remember for the rest of her life.
Hey, don't say that! You should know that you mean a lot to her too. She definitely won't forget the promise you two made to each other.
I mean, she's a child. That's gonna be the thing she remembers for her whole life.
If you really never see her again, she'll be heartbroken.
She won't. Children tend to quickly forget both meetings and farewells. This is how they grow up. I disagree with that greatly. On the contrary, I think the meetings and farewells you have when you're a child become core memories, as we see in a lot of other stories and in real people's lives. Those kinds of events are the sort of things that stick with you forever because you're young and impressionable. So I firmly disagree with that. I'm simply a character in the story, brave at times, yet also an evil monster at others. Let this fantastical story be a memory consigned to her past. She has the real world now, one that's hundreds of times better than any fantasy narrative. Teddy, Paimon, thank you. Don't mention it. As I mentioned before, there are places better suited to retelling history, like the Narcissan Cruz Ordo.
Sounds like a very mysterious place. Where is it? How do we get there?
It is very mysterious indeed. The outside world has changed so much over the centuries, which is why you may need to seek out a new way to the Narcissan Cruz Ordo.
Why does it have to be like that? Although we are quite the adventurer duo, and we've been through it all. So wherever this historical ruins or mysterious place may be, it won't be a problem for us. We'll find it for sure.
Does it perhaps have to do with the massive tower that's over in the distance over there? Oh, that's great though. That's great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy this was a happy ending kind of story. Although, do we not get to see her come out and play with the dogs? She definitely will, though. This is her chance to have a new life. Learn the ways of the outside world. It's very different than how she's grown up so far. But I'm sure she will find it no less interesting. What is this? Earnshaw brings you out of the garden. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot that was a thing. Oh, okay. Well, definitely some questions answered and more questions created. I'm definitely missing the context of not having started this quest or this quest down here. Either of those or both. But I'm very glad that we, like I said, this quest has been calling to me for a long time. Literally. And now I know why. It's because we had to help Lanoire get out of the fortress of Meropide. And we did it. There was one spectacle grander than the sky. That is the sea. That is the sky. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy with that. Alright. Don't know what the next episode's going to be, but there's definitely still tons of adventures we have to have here in Fontaine. We have to okay, anyway, lots of adventures available, and I think we've just only really, sorry, I totally forgot about your flowers. We've only scratched the surface in terms of this big lore gap that I think I still have here in Fontaine. There's definitely more to come. I'm sorry, I almost went in the flowers again. You know what, I can't help it, because it's literally a field of purple flowers, and I love flowers. Yeah. 4.6 is coming soon, excited for that. And, yeah. I guess that's it for now. Alright, I will see you all in the next episode, whenever that may be. Bye, everyone! So glad with how it turned out.